Manning Market has been a fixture in Colombo for as long as anyone can remember. A hub of retail and wholesale trading for suppliers, buyers and the general public, the marketplace made fortunes, sustained livelihoods and filled the pantries of generations. Vendors in the area claim that the market was established over 100 years ago, and historians hazard a guess at a date nearly 150 to 175 years. One thing is for certain, it is easily the oldest market and economic center in the country. In a move to ease the extreme traffic congestion in the heart of Colombo caused by the bustle at the market, the Urban Development Authority allocated land in Paligoda for the new location of Manning Market. Since then, construction has been ongoing to develop an iconic structure which will serve as a modern market complex with numerous facilities for both traders and customers, whilst allowing the current Colombo location to develop into a transport and tourism hub. The project is being managed and supervised by the Urban Development Authority, with construction carried out by Marga Engineering, in collaboration with architectural designs conceptualized by the Central Engineering Consultancy Bureau. A number of structural challenges arose because of the selected location, which called for an entirely unique design for an oblique superstructure to be developed from scratch. Executing this unusual concept was a primary challenge in itself for the architects and engineers involved in the project.
This actually the unique features of this project is now we know that the building has to be put up close to the Katunayaka Expressway, which could be considered as the gateway to the Colombo from the airport. So in that case, that has to be designed considering the features of the highway expressway, and also to be amalgamated with the outlook of the surroundings.
සාමාන්‍ය අපි ආකිටෙක්චරල් ෆෝම් එකට එද්දී හැමතිස්සෙම තියෙනවා මේ කියන්නේ අපිට බලන්න දේවල් තියෙනවා. එකක් තමයි ෆන්ක්ෂන් එක. මොකක් සඳහාද මේක කරන්නේ, ඊළඟට කන්ටෙක්ස්ට් එක, කියන්නේ ෆිසිකල් කන්ටෙක්ස්ට් එක. භෞතික පරිසරය මොන වගේද කියලා. ඒකට ඒකේ තියෙන අනන්‍යතාවයක් ඒකට ගැලපෙන විදිහට තමයි අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් බිල්ඩින්ග්ස් කරන්නේ. දැන් මේකෙදි වැඩියම දැන් වැදගත් උනේ ඒක කියලා මම හිතන්නේ. මොකද මෙතන ලොකේෂන් එකයි එතන හයිවේ එකේ එක්සිට් එක ළඟ තියෙන්නේ. ඒතකොට මේකේ තියෙනවා පොඩි මූවමන්ට් එකක්. ඒක ෆලෝ කරලා තමයි අපි මේ ෆෝම් එකට එන්නේ. එතකොට මේ ෆෝම් එකේ එන හැඩේම සාමාන්‍ය ගෘහ නිර්මාණයකට වඩා වෙනස්. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒකෙන් තමයි ආකිටෙක්චර් අපේ මේ ඩිරයිව් වෙන්නේ.
Special design considerations and construction sequences were required to create the market complex, which is expected to house 1,209 shops.
The slant column arrangement of the superstructure, the columns were varying from one to another, from location to location, because of the curved shape of the building, and also the curved and angled shape of the slope shape of the roof structure. So that created different column sizes at different places. So we had to design each column differently, treating them their stability and load carrying capacity.
The site was initially a marshy land of 15 acres, which was preloaded with a soil layer of 500 millimeters for ground improvement. The building complex rests on 622 in-cast reinforced concrete piles. A concrete bridge linked with a steel frame structure connects two building blocks at an elevation of 13 meters. The entire complex will be 4 stories high, covering a total floor area of 446,734 square feet. Access to the building area had to be given by constructing a 400-meter long elevated road network connected with a 70-meter long ramp to the Katunayaka Expressway by road.
The challenging feature was the elevated road structure, which connected the access of the highway. So to make large spaces at the ground floor level, we had to make it large span structures like bridge structure. So in that case, we had to design it with precast pre-stressed beams. But again, use of precast pre-stressed beam was also a challenge because the curved shape of this road structure made it different and difficult.
Precast beams were narrowed down to 5 different sizes and designed with different widths of support, which allowed a reduction of the total construction time, further simplifying the overall construction process.
ඒකයි දැන් කන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් වලදී කොලන්ට ලොකු يعني වෙලාවක් ගන්න උනා මොකද මේක ටේපර් එකක් තියෙනවා කොලම් එක ටේපර් කරලා තියෙන්නේ අපි කොලම් එක ටේපර් කරෙත් හේතුවක් තියෙනවා මේ දැන් මේකේ කොලම් හයිට් වේරි වෙන නිසා මේ සහ මේකේ ෆ්ලෝටිං ඉෆෙක්ට් එකක් ගන්න උනා අපිට يعني මේක අර යන මේ රෝඩ් එකේ යන මූවමන්ට් එකක් තියෙනවා ඒ මූවමන්ට් එක මේන්ටේන් කරන්න ෆ්ලෝටිං කොලම්ස් ෆ්ලෝටිං ඉෆෙක්ට් එකක් ගන්න තමයි කොලම් ඇන්ගල් කරලා අපි කරලා තියෙන්නේ ඒකෙන් තමයි මේකට එන්න මේ අමුතු හැඩය ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ.
This is a curved building and also it slants from the bottom to the top, and each floor is more than the usual height. It's about 6 meters. There are 3 floors, and in certain places it's about 10 meters or about more than 30 feet. And especially with regard to false work or the temporary works or scaffolding work and supporting of slanted columns and curved beams was a real challenge, because even reinforcement, we had to fabricate each link separately because the beams were not only slanting, they were also tapering. So that was quite a challenge, but we managed it beautifully because we had meticulous planning.
The planning behind the unique architectural design and the initial stages of construction was quite unlike any project carried out in Sri Lanka to date.
බැලුවොත් අපේ තියෙන එක ආගමික බිල්ඩින් ඒ කියන්නේ පබ්ලික් එකට කේටර් බිල්ඩින් තියෙන්නේ ආගමික ඒවා එහෙම නැත්නම් ගෙවල් වගේ ඒ විදිහේ ඉන්ස්ටිටියුෂනල් ඒවා මේ වගේ ලොකු ස්පේස් එකක් එන පබ්ලික් බිල්ඩින්ස් වලට අපිට ඇත්තටම මේ වෙනස් විදිහට හිතන ඒවා නැහැ අඩුයි. ඉතින් අපි අපිට යන්න වෙනවා මේ පිටරට එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් මොනවද කියලා බලන්න. බලලා තමයි අපි ස්පේස් එක අයිඩෙන්ටිෆයි කරන්නේ.
So initially we studied the project and we made the master plan. Then we made the cash flows, then organization structure and the detailed planning and what you call the material schedules, equipment schedules and procurement schedules and labor histograms and the method statements for all important work. So that we knew at any given time what sort of resources we need, what sort of labor and management we need at the site, and also with the help of this detailed programming and the production planning and the method statements, we could easily, I think, construct what was detailed and what was planned by the designers.
Construction has certainly been no easy feat. A total amount of 6.9 billion Sri Lankan rupees has been allocated for the project, with over 4.1 million man-hours and a workforce of approximately 600 people.
The entire project was done in several phases. The land development works done by the Land Development Corporation at a cost of 250 million in 2016. The second phase of the project is done by the Navaloka Piling Construction at a cost of 560 million in 2017.
We had 2 big tower cranes. Those are 70 meter boom tower cranes. I think those are, only we have such big tower cranes. And we, in addition to the tower cranes, we had several crawler cranes. Crawler cranes is those cranes that move on tracks, and 2 mobile cranes, and passenger hoists, and goods hoists, and generators, and compressors, and all those equipment.
The project has faced many challenges along the way. Heavy rains in 2018 affected construction on the marshy land of the site, and the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic in March 2020 further affected construction plans. The workforce dwindled to 1/3 of the initial numbers.
Satisfying the architectural intent with fulfilling the other requirements such as providing services and other facilities to the building was also a challenge.
The new development aims to provide a wide range of modern and technological facilities for vendors and buyers alike, with mobile apps for vendors to order stocks, which is leaps and bounds ahead of the existing traditional ordering system. The complex will provide banking facilities, parking spaces, restaurants and more facilities that weren't previously available to Manning Market's long-standing vendors. Tackling the construction challenges head-on, the building was conceptualized with a duality of functionality and aesthetics in mind, all set to house Sri Lanka's largest wholesale market hub in an iconic superstructure unlike any other.